The stock market is rigged by Wall Street, but now you can copy trade them using rigged AI. Rigged is a completely new way to trade options. It's not some infinite money glitch hack, we've mastered the market gimmick BS. It's a new system, a new way to trade. And if you were trading with us today, the biggest mistake you made was selling a 100% gain that went 200, 300, even 400%. In fact, looking at the QQQ, April 22nd, our top alert by win rate, 11:11 a.m. Here it is. 62.50% of the time, you return over 100%. And the max gain average, close to 150%. Today, if you traded it, you returned 453% in 3 hours, or 247% if you just bought and held until the end of the session. You trade it, you buy and hold, you're getting 2.5x on your money. The best thing is, the way our system works, we're showing you the win rate for these other alerts. So these are bear bombs. That means Wall Street buying puts, selling calls, super bearish flow. And you get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. But you'll notice as we go lower, right, as the spot price gets lower, 414.67, 44, the win rate also decreases, right? Because we're here, 415.67, you go down a whole dollar, 414.67, that drops our win rate from 38% to 20%. Do we want to trade something with a 20% win rate? It can win. And look, when you do, it's big. But no, we're going to skip it, right? Then we see one come in, 62.50%, 39%, and 48%. 3 in a row. Same side, all bullish. Which one are you going to trade? Seems easy, seems obvious. It's a completely different way to trade options. It's not any technical analysis, no astrology, no fractals. We take so much data. We use these computers to do all this computer stuff, and then it spits out these recommendations. It's a little bit of black hat magic. But today, it worked epically in your favor. Really weird session, considering volume's super low, 84%. And even when we're getting here to 100, seeing 3 strikes on 100% is rare. But on QQQ, year to date, something like 60% of the sessions, we see more than 3. And boom, you go right up 3.75 up to 421 before coming back down. A lot of things to talk about that meets all of the rigged system strategy. Let's get into it now. Okay, first and foremost, open right here, blue line. Remember, we do not have to trade the open. Really, the only time we're looking, we're watching, we're waiting, we're locked in is volumes at like 120%. Because then we expect price to move. We expect something big to happen. But this session kind of played out like we typically see, at least at the start. This is your first move down. And we get a small bounce right at 415 because strikes are the only thing that matter. So if you are trading this, I mean, this is coming towards the end of the open. You don't like the bear because you're late, right? We just moved from 418. Now, if this came up here, sure, we could take it. But it doesn't, okay? We bounce 415 to 416, 2 bears. We can trade that. That's tradable if we want. Why? Look at volume. white line right here. Big old spike up higher. And typically, this means, hey, the move is going to keep going. You get a little bit, you get like 2 strikes all the way down here to 414. But the thing to remember, once we get low and it stops going down, it's probably going to go up. Once we get high and it stops going up, it's probably going to go down. And, you can see that here. And you can see it here. And in both, right? Both of them, where are we from the blue line? I mean, you're 3 strikes down. Here, you're 3 strikes up. Just something to worry about. Because remember, the further lower we go, the more risk for bears. The higher we go, the more risk for bulls. 3 strikes seems to be the magic number, and that was clear today. So we can trade this one because it came off of a bounce. Here, we're holding because this is super bearish. But look how it switches. I mean, you go from 5 bears, to 4 bulls, and we're down low. And volume is under 100%. You get a 62.50% win rate right here. If you take that trade, it is never in drawdown. Now, if you're silly and you exited right here, like someone we know very near and dearly, extremely handsome, smart, and intelligent individual, we can look to get back into it. If, it starts going back up, we end up getting perfect alerts on SPY. But we like exiting here because you're right at the blue line. And if they're going to bang this thing back down, right here in the middle, good spot for it to happen. Except today, they did the opposite, and we got the 1300 pump. Now let's go look at SPY because it was really interesting. Right here, 1230 to 1300, there's nothing on QQQ, absolutely nothing. But SPY, great alerts, perfect tags. Let's go check that out now. All right, looking at SPY, very similar. First move, down. We don't go a full 3 strikes. You're down 2 below the blue. Then what happens? Oh my gosh, you're getting the same thing. Bulls coming in below the blue. Volume 102, call it 103%. And basically what we want to do, 1104s when we're telling you tradability is normal, we can chase price action to 2 strikes, likely to go to 3 or beyond. So if you were chasing the bear move down, you can chase it to 2, you don't get 3. Likely, maybe we should change that to say possible. You're getting these bulls below, and they just rip. Let's look at the win rate for these. So you'll notice, swing, 54%, massive drawdown. Let's not pretend you survived that. We go lower, bears, 23%. It's not something you take. But reminder, we can take this swing, we can lose on it, but still keep free, clear, open mind, no bias. We're just looking for more alerts with a high win rate. It's only 54%. That was the coin flip. You lost the flip. That's okay. As we get a little bit lower, right? We're 1.77 down from the blue. Win rate's 50%. Okay? Here, this is going to be changing soon. Right now it says fade, and that's basically what it means is statistically probable, and it's under 50%. So we have a fade tag on there. Starting tomorrow, this is going to say edge. And all of that means is these stats are likely to happen, right? It's statistically probable for it to win at 48%, which is pretty good. So 48% in MGA, max gain average is 240%. So if you do win this trade, you're going to win big, much, much bigger, right? And this is perfect because no drawdown, 0%, 0%, and they go way more than 2.4. 427%, 371% in 3 hours. Winning trade, 48% win rate. This is a winning trade at 50%. The only way we're going to get into that is if we take this and lose gracefully. Remember, always lose small, sometimes win big. The last part, really important. This is super clean. 1, 2, 3 in a row. I mean, you get 3 in a row up here as well. This one, it's happening right above the blue line. Right above it. Let's scroll down and find them, 1,300. So our win rate got broken today. Bunch of new users have to upgrade some things on the back end. But seeing 3 in a row, strong signal. Strong signal. It's either going to win aggressively or get crushed. And if you were able to survive a 4%, 11%, and 0% drawdown, you're getting 173% in an hour. But it ends up getting absolutely killed at the end. Nothing, right? Returns nothing at the end of the session. And here's why. We're telling you tradability, 1104. Price action is unclear. And that just means anything could happen. It's very strange when we are on normal mode because sometimes we'll see a trend day, sometimes we'll see mean reversion. And this one was kind of just like classic rigged system. Because once we get up past this 3-strike range, it is bad news bulls time. And these get killed. Looking at this in draw mode, first move at the open, 2 strikes. Anytime you see this like little 1-strike thing, it's not really the move. There's always going to be a bigger move than that from the open. And that's basically from the blue line here to like 11.15. And then we kind of bottom out right below this 496 strike. That's where we're getting the high win rate bulls come in. And the interesting thing is you're taking it right to the blue. I'm telling you, that's what Wall Street loves to do. And these big bears come in. These all had trade recommendation and 50% win rate. We trade that every single time. It does not win, right? You don't win because it only goes down. I mean, look at it. It goes down, what, 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, something like that. I'm like, that is okay. If you want to do this and you want to win more options trades, you're going to have losers. It's all part of it. We just need to lose gracefully. So as soon as this thing starts bouncing back up, I mean, we go down and it starts bouncing back up and it looks like it's coming back to that blue line, just sell it. Just sell it and get out. Because even if it goes back down, we'll just re-enter the trade. We need to be able to lose fast. And in this one, you're either getting 20% or you're breaking even. You're not losing money on this. It's so important, so important. Because if you get stuck into, oh, I need to be right, the market should go down, blah, 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 then you're going to miss this. So here you get 3 bears in a row. You don't get it. Worth a shot every single time. Here, it's the exact opposite. You get 4 bulls in a row, and it just goes. And this thing just rips up from like 13.20 until 14.30. So, I mean, you're getting 150%, 200% in an hour. It's like lose fast, win fast. You lost fast here, you won fast here. Last, say this over and over and over again. Once we get past 3 strikes, that's 501. That is 3 up from the blue line. As soon as we break through that, and volume still low, not even 120%, you need maximum fear. Maximum fear that it's going to come down. So like that's where strategy comes in. We can't just blindly follow alerts. Alerts are not meant to just, oh, you got one, take it, trade it, whatever. They can work, right? We could keep going here, but we need to realize there's more risk. And if it doesn't rip, as soon as we get up to 502, we don't rip up there. You're 4 strikes higher. Sell that thing. Get out, because even if we go to 503, 504, there's going to be a pullback. There's always a pullback at some point in time, and you got none in 1 hour, right? If you're really good, really talented, this is like a 50% win rate, bear here and here. And if you're holding that thing until the end, it looked like we were going straight down back to the blue line. But you know, they end up closing this, $1.50 higher. And that's it. Recap the whole thing, bring it back, run it back. First move right here, because you go down 2 strikes. Once you're down, doesn't keep nuking. High win rate, take it, trade it. If you're really a gangster, you're holding through this or going to runners, not selling all of it. We're taking this, high win rate, you lose, break even. It's okay. It's okay. But that's not stopping us from getting back in when we see 4 bulls in a row, especially because you get 4 bulls and no bears, and then price just rockets up. Wall Street did that thing. They made it look like it was going to come back down. They didn't. That's it. The market's rigged. Shout out to the new guys. Just joined. Making money. Winning trades. That's what this is about. Rigged is a new system for you to trade options. Makes it easier. Get into winners. Dump your losers. Always lose small. Sometimes win big. Hey, if IV were lower, these moves would have been 400%. But it's not. But it's very tradable. So thank you, Wall Street, for making it awesome. And sorry to all of you knuckleheads who are up here buying calls, thinking it's just going to keep going, when all of us high IQ geniuses know that as soon as we get +3 from the blue line, ton of risk, very scary. Have a great day. Keep it frosty wherever you are in the world. It's rigged.